And I am against a constitutional convention. I do agree that a con is what it is fondly, or what you would say referred to in a bad way. Yeah, a constitutional convention is pretty dangerous, but please don't conflict the two together because they are very, very different, different. Article 5 is done through the states. They all agree on the amendment title and what they are going to go meet about beforehand. And if they all don't agree in Article 5, that doesn't happen. It's a...
According to former Chief Justice Warren Burger, I have also repeatedly given my opinion that there is no effective way to limit or muzzle the actions of a constitutional convention.
This is a situation where, respectfully, we believe that the sponsors are using the wrong. Last convention, which was held, I believe, in 1798, which radically changed the document it was trying to amend and created our Constitution. Additionally,
the effect of the amendments suggested by Wolfpack would be to increase the powers of the federal government over the people.
Most legal scholars agree that there are no guardrails on a constitutional convention, and thus we have no way of knowing what would come out of it. The last constitutional convention in 1787 resulted in a brand new constitution. There is nothing to suggest that that couldn't happen again.
Won't find out until the amendments are drafted which groups or combinations of people will be allowed to speak out on political issues and donate money to the causes or candidates they support.
Of ways that we can do this, what the constitutional amendments can be pursued. One is through a convention. One is through the way that we've done it most frequently, and that is through designing a specific proposal that would be voted on by both houses of the United States Congress and then approved by the states.
SMJ 18005 are a major step in eliminating free speech and private use of money in this country.
Nothing in the Constitution that prescribes limiting the scope of a convention.
This is not the right tool. There are other ways in which we can seek to overturn Citizens United decision or to implement campaign finance reform at the state level. Thank you very much.
Our federal government is corrupt because it exercises thousands of usurped powers, and special interest groups pay large sums to get unconstitutional legislation favorable to them passed. And 005 is to circumvent or repeal the United States Supreme Court opinion in Citizens United versus Federal Election Commission 558 U.S. 310, 2010.
Constitutional scholars widely believe that any amendment on any issue could be considered. It could be considered on reproductive freedom. It could be considered on gun control, the right to own a gun. It could be the role on the federal government to protect our lands, including our wild places.
Project Convention of the States has 13 subjects, not amendments, subjects that cover anything from education to energy to land rights, etc. These areas of subject matter opens the whole Constitution. Big money.
And I just want to say that, yes, I do agree constitutional conventions are dangerous. I am not for that. But we're comparing apples and oranges. Either we're talking about in something a constitutional convention or Article 5. They're trying to combine them and make them the same, and they are not.
There are no rules governing constitutional conventions. The convention delegates would write the rules once they got to the convention.
Special interest with an unlimited pot of money could significantly sway the outcome of a convention.
Yeah.
Our problem is that everyone ignores the Constitution. How many of us know the enumerated powers delegated to the federal government? How many know that our Constitution created a federal government of enumerated powers only?